Catch past episodes of Create, Build, and Manage Daily on demand. Go to bizvod.com for details.
Yvette Owens is the founder and CEO of Destiny Speak Inc., which helps develop leaders. Yvette is joining me via Zoom tonight. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's so great to be here.
Absolutely. We appreciate your time and expertise. You know, change is guaranteed. How do you help coach leaders and teams to handle change?
Yeah, first of all, I help people remember that change, as you said, is something that's going to happen. And it's better to be ahead of it. And it's better to be in the midst of it and flow with it. So I show them how to recognize and clearly understand what the changes they would like to see. I use my proprietary framework called Victor, which is vision, identity, change, team, opportunity, and results. And so you start first with that vision, understanding not only where you want to go, but what could be obstructing your view into getting there. What do you need to detox from your prior ways? So many times we want to carry forward what we used to do. And then as we get into identity, how do I want to be seen? I coach organizations and individuals all the time about your identity, your culture, what you believe is all important. And then it's a matter of now let's define that change. Who needs to be involved? The team. What's the opportunity you want to take? And then go after those results.
I love your approach about, really teaching people to lead through the change rather than be resistant. Because often as leaders, there's plenty of case studies, right, of famous companies, famous leaders who were resistant to the change in the market force. So is there a way you kind of coach to anticipate when a change is coming? Or do you coach them to start a change themselves? How does that work?
Well, first and foremost, most leaders know they have a change that they want to do, but I also coach people to listen to what's happening in the place. Have often conversations with the people that you're talking to, the people working with you, listening to what they have to say about where there could be time for improvement. Have time set aside where you deliberately and intentionally ask those questions. Hey, we did really well, but how could we improve upon this? That's where I come and make a distinction between there's perfection, but really where you want to go is excellence. And excellence says you do your very best, but you then look to see how can we up the ante? How can we improve upon that? And if people come to every change with that mindset, then they'll be looking for those opportunities to up it, to increase the visibility, to be able to increase their performance the next time. And so therefore, resistance becomes less of an issue because I'm going after the gaps. I'm going after the ways I can make things a lot better for us as an organization, as an individual, and as for my customers and clients.
Let's use the what we've been through just in the last 2 or 3 years, right, Yvette? I mean, there's plenty of examples, but, the workforce, how we treat our employees, what the employees are expecting. I'm just using that as one example of a massive change. So if you lead through that change, you can come out as a stronger organization in the long run, right?
Absolutely. And leading through that change, to your point, keeping the individual at the center of it. My whole approach is you have to remember not only what you're trying to accomplish, but the people who are coming alongside you to get that change made and to really get that change in place. And so the individuals matter. I mentioned that in my book, No Bosses Allowed, Lead to Serve and Transform, which talks about 11 positions and comparison between a boss and a leader. And one of them is the individual matter. And 2 is caring for the community. So as you mentioned with COVID, if my individuals around me who are in my sphere of influence, if they really matter, I had to be concerned about their communities, what was happening in their community space, because my community is important to me as an individual. Therefore, you have to understand as a leader what those people are dealing with. And then because that comes into the organization, now I can better serve them as a leader, and I know how to help them help us achieve our goals and our visions.
Your website, for those who are watching BizTV, we're going to put it up on the screen there. It's destinyspeak.com. If you're listening to the podcast, again, destinyspeak.com. Yvette, you talk about flexing leadership styles. What is that?
Yeah. So first of all, again, with that identity piece in the framework, you have to really know you. You have to be self-aware, self-identity, self-control, but also understand the vastness within yourself as a leader. And we all have a propensity, a tendency towards a leadership style. But there are times, many times, where we need to flex that. So, for instance, I may be very collaborative in my style and nature of my style as a leader. However, there are going to be times when I have to make a very transactional decision. And so then I become more a transactional type of leader where it's like, okay, we need to do this in order to get that done. There's transformational leadership. It's like, okay, not am I just collaborate, but I'm expecting to become better out of this, and I want you to become better out of it as well. So we need to understand when I need to put one of those hats on. And sometimes we have people leaning towards, especially when you think about those boss types, leaning more towards dictatorial, just this is the way we have to do it, and so we really need for leaders to understand I have an arsenal of styles in my bailiwick that I can actually use on a day-to-day basis.
I love it. I love it. Great topic here. We've got about 60 seconds left. So talk to the viewers tonight, what they can do to reach out to you and your process, how you can help them think through all of these things.
Sure. You can reach out to me at the website on destinyspeak.com or vision to reality at destinyspeak. That's my email. And I take you through a process where we really assess where you are, understand where you want to go, and then we really together develop a roadmap, a plan to get you which will include everybody that's going to be impacted, so no one feels left out.
What I'm hearing, Yvette, is it's not a one-size-fit-all process. You have to be fluid, and I love that you take the time to meet with your clients and walk through that road with them. I want to put that website, or give that website one more time. It is destinyspeak.com. So again, this is the perfect time as you're looking toward the new year, as you're making plans, as you're trying to figure it out, destinyspeak.com. Stick around. This is Create, Build, and Manage Daily.